Hey, folks, I hope you're having a fantastic day out there because today is a great day and so is every day. I'm going to be talking about something very important today, but before I do that, I want to give that quick reminder. If you are a pet owner, please be responsible and have your pet spayed or neutered. All right, so now that that's out of the way, let me get right to the point here. Mental decline, cognitive decline, Alzheimer, dementia. Are you familiar with it? Have you experienced it? Maybe not yourself, because maybe you wouldn't even know if you did. But what I'm talking about is maybe it's an elderly friend or a family member that is going through this. It's something that I think many of us have either experienced or we may be going through it right now. I will tell you that I am going through that right now with a parent. And one of the most difficult things to do is to be patient, especially when you're just when you're first dealing with the person who's having that mental decline, and when they ask you the question over and over, or they repeat something over and over, and you want to say, you just said that. But that's probably one of the worst things to do. So if I can give you my personal point of view on that is please just have patience with the person. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist, not a psychologist. I'm not a medical professional at all. I'm just somebody that has learned from my own experience that it does not do any good if you don't have patience. And it also, it's not their fault. So please keep that in consideration. Keep that in mind. But my guest today is Jeanne Severe. And she is an author, but she's also has some experience at this because she is in the medical field. But her book, she's got a couple of them out there. One of which is called 20 Steps to Your Turnaround. And another one is actually called Find Your Soulmate Now. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into the show with Jeanne and cognitive decline or Alzheimer or dementia. Thanks. I love it the way you say it. Well, Jeanne, thank you and welcome. Because, you have a very, very good and important book called Unlock the Secrets of a Clear Mind. And
Yes.
today we're going to talk about, maybe 4 signs of how to tell if somebody is having a cognitive decline,
Yes.
and which leads to maybe like dementia and things
Yes.
like that, which is so important, I think, right?
It's very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Many of us have parents, elderly folks who are experiencing that, but it's not necessarily because you're getting old. There could be other reasons that you might be having
Definitely. Yes.
the mental
Mm-hmm.
decline and things.
Yes.
So help us understand these signs, what to look for.
And a patient who had memory loss, they started to misplacing their keys. That's usually the first sign. And then they can think right. They cannot make the right decision for themselves.
Mm.
They are forgetful. For instance, if they speak with a cousin last night on the phone, and then the next morning they will get up and say, I don't understand. My cousin never called me for so many months. What's going on? Maybe he's sick or something. But he usually reach out to me and I don't know what happened. But guess what? That person spoke with the cousin last night. And also they would become forgetful, we said, and they would not trust people in the house anymore. Their friends, their family member that been with them for years, they would start complaining, oh, somebody stole money from my account, or somebody stole my purse, take money, oh wait, $150 from my purse. They started to mistrust somebody.
Okay.
And sometimes, if the disease progresses, they would start going out at night. We had an uncle, for instance, that had memory loss, Alzheimer, and dementia. This is how we found out. One night we were sleeping, it was winter time, and he got up on tiptoes, opened the door, get out of the door without shoes on, without his coats on. And when everybody got up in the morning, looking all over the place, Where is Uncle Jerry? Where is Uncle Jerry? Can't find Uncle Jerry. To find that the door was wide open, and the men get out, sneak out, and wander in the street. So now everybody is perplexed. They don't know what to do, where to go, and we have to call the police and put the police in different boroughs. I live in Manhattan and New York. The different boroughs to look for Uncle Jerry. Finally, they find him all the way in Brooklyn, barefoot, shivering in the cold. He took the train. He went.
Wow.
So they brought him back home, and this is the time we said, this is serious. We need to start taking care of that. We called his doctor, put them in contact, and things started to happen when we took care of him properly.
Now, Jeannie, how can we tell that it is a cognitive, a mental decline and not just this forgetfulness? Because like the first few things you said, misplacing keys or forgetting certain things, I go through that almost every day, and I know many people do.
Yeah.
But how do we, and this may sound silly, how do I know that I'm having a decline?
For you, I wouldn't say that you have a decline, but if people forgetful, some people do, and it's happened once in a while that your mind trick you a little bit. But the main thing is if it's happened constantly, it's recurrent. Mrs. For instance, he put his keys somewhere and then we find the keys in the freezer. That's not a place a key's supposed to be. So for you not to think about that, not to be afraid that you might go through this, you always, anybody would always have a place to put your keys. Like you come by the door, you can have a hook by the door, then just put the keys there. Just no matter what, everybody would go there and find the key. Or you can have a special little balls in the corner and the counter somewhere, even by your computer on your desk. You put your keys in there, leave it there, nobody will touch it, and you always know where it is. Now, the decline is the personality change. That's where things happen. They'll become, they'll fight with you, the family and the house. They will curse you out, that they never know you, get out of my face, and things like that. And they could become really nasty. And the decline also continues. The person will refuse to brush their teeth in the morning. Hey, go brush your teeth. No, I'm not doing this. Go take a shower. They would refuse even to take a shower to take care of themselves. And even to sit down properly and eat some food. They would binge on alcohol, drinking alcohol, or even smoking a lot instead of taking proper care of themselves. So this is where you started to worry about it.
Does the environment have something to do with it? Maybe say, and it's an elderly parent, and they're going from one home and then over to another home. They're going back and forth between siblings and things like that.
Yeah.
Could that cause some of this?
That depends of the treatment. If, for instance, a daughter here take better care of her, show her much love and care and concern, and what could be done is to put them in a place where maybe every family can come to her instead of she going here, oh, I have to sleep in this bed today, in this room today, or over there. Maybe they don't like it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they have children that make noise. It's okay for the kids to make noise, and they don't like it. Different thing. Yeah. But the main thing is to make them comfortable. I understand in some country, family, stay with family. You care for your loved one until the last day of their lives. That's the right thing a child to do. You understand? But in a case like that, sometimes you might want to hire a caregiver. Get somebody from the church who's nice, who can pray, who will take care of her, take that person for a walk during the day. Maybe go to the beach or go by the river, go in the garden, let them sit in the garden, bring some Kool-Aid, refreshing them there while, different things that could be done to keep them mentally active. They have to be mentally active. Take them to church, for instance. If there is something, an event in the community, like they're selling stuff in the street, like a fair, take them out or pick up that necklace. That would look good on you. Different thing like that.
Okay.
That keep the family together, yes.
does playing games and doing puzzles with a person who's having a mental decline, would that help any?
Definitely. I have all these things. I didn't send all those things to you because it would be too much, you know. But puzzles is a good one. I love puzzles. Sudoku, whatever they call it. It's another one they can do. And playing little with balls, have a group of people around them, almost same age.
Mm.
Just they have a day during the week where all meet together, even have a little snack around lunchtime. The uncle, the neighbors, you know, the men build a community of people. Oh, so and
Okay.
so, how you doing today? So good to see you. Give them a hug. That's so important to pat their back, a little massage in the neck, you know, different thing like that. And also a puzzle is good. We say puzzle, little exercise. While you sit, there are chair exercise that you can do. You sit on the chair and you started with your arm up, up.
Oh,
Then you can do
yes.
your legs. You know, sitting on the chair, you can fit. If you can sit on the chair, you can be fit. You can be fit. Exercise their legs and then to the other side, you know, different thing like that. Clap the hands because the hands have nerve ending on them that when you clap, that send shock to your brain.
Okay.
That energizes your nerves, your neurons, and who become alive again. Different little thing. Go to church, go to the pastor, ask for prayer, meditation.
Keeping
Good.
busy,
Yoga.
keeping busy helps then.
Keep very busy. Keep busy, keep moving. If they have
Okay.
ability to move your the leg, you know, take a little walk, even 10 minutes. Carry, let the caregiver carry a chair, a little folding chair. Say, are you tired or you want to drink some water or sit here? You know, a thing like that. Play with dogs. Play with the dogs
Okay.
if you have a dog. Yeah.
Now, you are a physician's assistant, so what made you want to write this book? I mean, you mentioned an uncle that, walked out of the door at the middle of the night with no
Yeah.
shoes and ended up in Brooklyn and
Yes.
freezing. Is that the reason, or is it that you saw people coming through the hospital doors with dementia and you thought to yourself, this is something that people need to understand? So,
Ye- yes. With what's happening during my career in internal medicine for 35 years, I realized that people come to the emergency room with all kind of problems. But when I see somebody who's coming through the door with missing fingers because of frostbite in the street, toes falling off, I say, wait a minute, this is something that really need to bring awareness to the population that this disease really exists. And some family, when the patient is going down, down, down with that problem, they just ignore them. Not every family in America take care of their elderly parents. They just, okay, I'm not part of that mess. It's my time to enjoy life. They turn their back on them. That's really sad.
yes.
And when I see those things happening, I say, okay, Uncle Jerry started to show those signs. We better be careful with this because that would go down the other way, and we don't want that to happen. So, what we do, we will always find a way that put me on a mission in my mind. I say, okay, I need to do something for those that don't have a voice for themselves. So I started to bring awareness and started writing what's going on and how those people would be affected because we are about what? How many? 55 millions of people around the world now live with dementia.
Mm.
And here in America, we have 6.8 millions that live with that disease. They are on the train. Sometimes they have their caregiver. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they get lost on the train to even find a home. So I said, let me bring awareness to the population so they would know that there is help if any family is saying this problem and their loved ones so they can take care of that. That's put me on track to write this book, Unlock the Secrets of a Clear Mind.
Okay, now I understand. Now, I guess too, it's very important for the person who does not have that mental decline, but maybe it's their parent. It's important for the other person to understand that it is a disease that they're going through and not to get angry at the person, because
No,
that will only make it
worse.
worse,
Yes.
right? It's
Yeah.
going to frustrate them. It's going to frustrate you. They're going to get angry.
Yeah. Hmm.
So what what can I use the word, the normal person? What can the person with the mind that is
Yes, the
100%
sharp
there,
mind.
what
Yes.
can they do to help themselves understand what the person that is having the memory difficulty, what they're going through? Um, is there anything that the person with the clear mind that they can
And
do?
do to prevent that. Let's say the person, as I said, they started to change. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know you. Don't talk to me. Don't tell me to take a shower. I don't want your food. Thing like that. Or they become fist fights. They're fighting. They don't care. Don't talk to me. They're smoking, or drinking. So what you could do with somebody either in the family that, okay, something, we have a problem in our hand, what can we do about it? We don't know. So the main thing is to get the doctor to get involved. But I can tell you right now, I never see a doctor that's going to do a test for the brain, except if there is an accident, except if there is a motor vehicle accident, a car accident on the road, somebody hit their head, they pass out, you go to the emergency room, they will do a CAT scan of your head to see if there is bleeding inside or different things. But otherwise, even the medical doctor for that person, the private doctor, will never order a test directly for that. But what happened when the family noticed that? The family is the first to notice. When they notice that, they say, okay, what can I do? They need to call the medical doctor, number one. The medical doctor has to see them, evaluate them, and then refer them. Do blood tests and refer them to a neurologist. This is the
Okay.
neurologist is the doctor directly for the brain, the specialist for the brain. So he's the one that would further do more tests, including CAT scan or MRI of the brain, because there is a certain the brain is a little, there is a normal size of the brain, but if somebody is experiencing dementia, memory loss, the brain started to shrink a little bit. So they
Oh,
would see that yes, the brain is shrinking because you're losing your nerve cell, your brain cell, you're losing them. So in a case like that, the doctor will do MRI. They will find that, oh, this is a normal brain. This is not a normal brain. We see the difference between different other brains scan, and then from there they will decide, okay, according to what we see, this shrinking, we need to evaluate you a little further. Then they would diagnose them. When the diagnosis come as dementia, this is the line that would sprung into action of ordering more blood tests the doctor would do. There are certain level of blood that need to be determined, which is vitamin B12. It's become low as somebody go older, and vitamin D that come low as somebody go older, because these bloods are good for the brain. This level of those vitamins in your brain is good for your brain to
mm,
keep it normal, to keep it sharp, to keep it active, so you can do what you're supposed to do.
okay. These are very good tips, Jeannie. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. I
You're
mean,
welcome.
like we said at the very beginning, this
Yes.
is something important. And I think you said like 6.8 million
Yes.
people in
In
America
America. Yes.
are
Yes.
experiencing that, and over 55 million around the
Yes.
world.
Around the world. Yes.
So,
A lot
something
of
that we need to definitely be aware of. And I
yes.
want to remind people once again, they can get your book on Amazon called
Yes.
Unlock the Secrets of a Clear Mind. and you go through some other things, not just
A lot.
dementia, but mental health and a clear mind. You have a
Yes,
lot of things in
exactly.
there.
The clarity. Yes, and also I have a chapter for nutrition. You have to eat the right food because with your brain, what you put in, it's what come out.
Mm-hmm.
If you just eating like your Subway, big Subway, that big, but has no nutrient in it, you just, excuse me, sending garbage to your brain. And what? Your
That's
mind
right.
becomes sluggish on you. You're falling asleep on your desk. You have no energy. You have to change that. You have to eat proper food that nourish your brain with fruits, what you call vegetables, your greens, all the color, the rainbow color of the fruits are important. The beets is good to make juice with it that give a boost. Beets, cucumber, sometimes you can put kale and little piece of ginger, slice of lemon. Put it in the blender, blend it and drink it in the morning with an empty stomach. You see what happened.
And
You get a
folks,
boost of sharpness to your mind. That's
that
wake
would
you
be
up,
excellent.
ready
Now,
for the day.
now, folks, this does not mean a bowl of Fruit Loop cereal just because it has color.
No. Cereal has too much sugar in it.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Because for the brain, you have to be sharp up here and you avoid sugar. That's first thing they tell you, to avoid sugar, avoid
Yeah.
too much salt, decrease smoking. I don't know. Usually, when you decrease something, remove something, you have to replace it with something else. You
Hmm.
can, for instance, exercise in the morning when you get up. In 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, pump the iron. Even 2 bottles of water in your hand. You
Yeah,
exercise. You go up with it. You go on the side. You need to move.
that's
You remain
right.
active. Yes, you need that to keep you going.
And
It's like
speaking of
boost
the
your energy to your brain.
yeah, and speaking of the exercise, like I said, it could be simple like that. You don't have to spend money on weights. You could do jumping jacks, and as you said, if you're getting older, having a difficult time moving around,
Yes,
sit in
you
a
can
chair,
see.
lift your leg, lift your
Yes,
arm.
yes,
Many things to do.
yes, yes. That's what you can
Yeah,
do.
is it? Oh,
Another good
great.
one is meditation.
Ah,
It's
okay.
meditation. Even if you can do it in the morning or at night when you close to sleep, you sit down flat on the ground. I like to sit on the ground. And then like this, and then if you want, put both hands on your lap, close your eyes, and you started to meditate. You will see things started to fade away. Like whatever was a big problem sitting here for the whole day. Oh, I didn't call whoever today. Somebody crossed me the wrong way, crossed me, and I'm upset. I would like to fight that person. But you sit down, think about it, and say, you know something? Life is short. I have to let go of stuff. You don't keep things and go to sleep with it and wake up with it. It's become bigger, bigger, like a big mountain. But what you do is say, okay, take your hands off. I have to let go of this. Sit down on the ground, put both hands on your laps, close your eyes, and then you start to meditate. Meditate on what positive. What is it that positive?
Clear your
Sometimes you
mind of the bad stuff.
Yes. What happened to you lately that's been positive to you? Oh, let's say for you take the past 10 days. What happened? Okay, that was really good. That made me smile. Yes. And what happened over here that wasn't good? Okay, I let it go. You start to cut it off your mind because your mind is able to clear itself from all those mess, whatever it is. And then there's forgiveness. You have to forgive people
Uh,
and let go. Whatever it is. To
that
let go. You have
that
to
would be a
forgive.
very big one these days,
Oh
forgiving
yes.
people and letting go. Well, again, Jeannie, this is really, really good tips
Yeah.
that you're giving us. So I hope those people who are listening and watching really take it to heart what you're saying because it is so important. We go back to talking about Alzheimer and dementia and things like that.
Yeah.
It's you people who are watching. You guys, you might know somebody or you might be experiencing that now. And one of the biggest things is to not get upset at them, and because it's just going to make things worse for you and for them.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Let it go. That's a blessing for you if you let go. If you
yes.
forgive.
And like Jeannie said, meditation is important too.
Yes.
You know, we should try to find a few minutes a day just to step
Yes.
away and
Yeah.
to meditate.
Yes.
Step into a closet, do something, just meditate, just get rid of all that noise in your
I
head.
agree. Let it go.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I want to say thank you very much. This is, again, it's been wonderful, and there's going to be a lot of information that folks can get from your book, Unlock the Secrets of a Clear Mind.
Yes.
And it's spelled Jeanne,
Yes.
S as in Sam, Evere.
You got it. Yes.
Yes. So make
Amazing.
sure you go to, like we were saying, Amazon, probably other bookstores as well, but
Yes.
Amazon
Yes.
must be the big one.
Yes. Yeah. Amazon. Yeah. Worldwide.
So
Yes.
you'll find the book there.
Yes.
Jeannie, thank you very much. Is there
You're
anything
welcome.
else that you want to say before we close out the show?
Well, the one thing I want people to remember, the one thing, is that they need to keep an active life. They have to get out. They have to, even if they can't go out, to take a good walk around in the park or if in the street, they need to walk around the house. Walk. Yeah, that's number one. You have to be active in your life. So I know I'm done a good job then.
You have. Jeannie, one more time. I want to say Severe, but how do I pronounce your last name again?
Severe.
Oh, I was close.
Yes. You okay? I understand it's me.
Well, Jeannie, thank you very much for this
You're
wonderful
welcome.
conversation today.
No problem. Anytime.
Thanks.
Take care.